Hello everybody, Mr. Hollywood here with the 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Islander Edition in one of my favorite colors, the Chief Blue. This is like a candy blue color. It's not, it doesn't have the little sparkling diamonds in it. It's like almost a flat, but it's still shiny. It's got a metallic hint to it. So it's one of my favorite colors because it does stand out. And in the Islander with the white three-piece hardtop, it is a showstopper everywhere you go. With a nice upgraded aluminum wheels. They do have the Jeep logo featured on it, the little Jeep there from the classics. You have a nice Islander decal on here because you gotta get your tiki torches out and party in this one. Remove all the doors, remove the rooftop, go on the beach. This is your Baja, right? We're gonna open the doors and show you that the interior has also got a lot of highlights for that Islander feature, and you even have white finished trims, which is a little bit different than what you have seen in previous ones. Now you may have heard me mention that the Islander is an unlimited. Unlimited simply stands for 4 doors, not to be confused with its own trim. There's 2 types of Wranglers. There's Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited. The Wrangler Unlimited is the 4-door. Nearly, well, all Wranglers come with a 4-wheel drive 4x4 module, but some have rock options, some have some certain abilities that the others don't when they're more focused for off-road. This one obviously is a little more off-road focused, beach focused. You have the tires that are a little more rugged so they can handle more. You will see that right here. They're not just your standard road tires. They're just a little bit better there. You will see the nice lights. You see the bumper. You see the tow hitches so you can get you out of sand if you get stuck. What I like about the Wranglers too, and you will see there's a camera right there, backup camera, which is lockable, by the way. You need a special key, so you can't just take it off and jack it. You have a nice logo here again for all the wheels. It's the Jeep, like 1940s War Edition Jeeps. If you open this up, and I like that it opens this way, you will see you also have the Islander right there. So you have little Easter eggs throughout the entire vehicle. Look out for them, so see if you can find them all and let us know. When you get the hardtop, what's cool about it is that you have the full mirror and you have the washer, right? So people always ask me, can I swap the tops out? Yes, you can. You can get a soft top or a hard top, but if you buy a soft top first, you have to get all of this installed, and that will be harder. So if you want to have both tops, I recommend you start by buying from the factory or from the manufacturer one with the hard top, and then get yourself a secondary soft top. Wranglers do come with floor mats. In this case, these are very nice rubber floor mats that provide a deep cover for the interior. You also see you have the roll cage essentially. This remains when you remove the vehicle top, and it's in the matching color to the Chief Blue of the vehicle. So even if you get in a different color, it will still be matched. Chief Blue is just an example. You also have your cover for the 2 pieces in the top, because this is a 3-piece hardtop, meaning the back door and the back trunk have their own piece, and there's 2 front pieces that you can easily and quickly remove on the drive to get you closer to it. Of course, all doors are removable. Everything's pretty much removable to make this essentially a Jeep buggy, a beach buggy. When you open this up, right here, you have a little bit more storage, and this is a cool spot that I like to tell people about all the time. It has everything for your screws shown here, so that way you can keep track of them and they don't fly out. Right? You can lock it and it's closed, it's there. What's cool about it is you can see that there's 8 for doors, 8 for roof, and 4 for windshield. So all in all, there's not a lot of things to unscrew to get this vehicle ready. Right? When you open this up, underneath here is and this is always hard to do with one hand, but let me grab it. Underneath here is your jack. So you have the jack and the tools right here, nicely hidden away so they don't flop around. You do have tie downs in the back, so you can tie some things down, and a power plug, regular power plug for tailgating. That way you can have your cooler or something hooked up. And what I like about the Wranglers too is they do fold nicely, and I'll show you that. Now, another thing to keep in mind, when you're getting a Wrangler, make sure you got one of these. I know sometimes places where you buy vehicles from misplace them. This has all the tools you need to remove the doors in the top. It has your screw, it has a little ratchet in there, so you can ratchet things off and get ready to go. Let me fold the seats down to show you how much space you actually have. First, I gotta move up the front seats a little bit, make it easier. Once I do that, I simply grab here and boom, I fold the seats down. You might have noticed the headrest also folded automatically. It's a 60-40 split, meaning 2 seats, and my cameraman is reaching over and he's gonna fold the other one right now for me here. Boom, folded. Notice how it folds nearly flat. So there's a lot of room in these Jeeps, even though they have a second row of seats. The trunk's fairly big already. When you fold the seats up, you have a nearly flat space allowing you to carry lots of goodies. So this can be a multi-function SUV. It doesn't just have to be for going on the beach. Because of the way that Jeeps are made and set up to have the actual doors removable, right? All the buttons for opening the windows and everything is positioned in the center. The only buttons that are not are the lock buttons, because why would you have to lock your Jeep if you don't have doors? It wouldn't help you anything, right? But it's actually easy. People always wonder, how do I unplug the cables? What do I do? It's just a little plug here. This unplugs and goes off of the doors and you're ready to go. It's not very complicated. You don't have to be an electrician to do it. It's super simple. Probably the whole process will take you at most 20 minutes if you have a good buddy to help you out, because the back roof here, this part is kind of hefty. I wouldn't recommend trying to lift it yourself unless you're Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because it is heavy and it's kind of unbalanced, and you have the mirror glasses in it. You don't want it to break. So do it at your own risk if you're going to do it by yourself. But let's hop in on the inside and let's show you that. But first, let me show you and have my camera kind of get close to the design of the seats for the Islander, which I like quite a bit. You will see it's got the nice like little Islander logo and the Islander lettering on top of the seat to give you that more like island tiki torch kind of vibe inside that I kind of appreciate. It's unique, it's different, it's something cool on the Wranglers, the top on the inside. So welcome to the interior of the 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Islander Edition. You will see that this is the same interior design with the exception of the white highlights now as part of the Islander Edition, which is cool. You see that leather wrapped steering wheel, buttons on the back to control the volume and the channel and mode of music, buttons on the front here to control the little screen right here that's intelligent screen. It does have your music, information about the vehicle, tire inflation, all that stuff that you can check out on the go. You have all your gauges in front of you and even temperature check right here, so you don't have to be distracted with the other screen. But you do have the Uconnect 7-inch screen right here, which does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. For those of you not familiar with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, when you plug in your phone through USB or USB-C to this port right here, what you'll get is you'll be able to project your phone's applications and maps onto this screen. It will essentially reflect and utilize the power of your phone, because we know phones nowadays are getting very powerful. You have the iPhone 12 Pros, the Samsungs and whatnots that you can plug in and use their power on here. You can get your Waze app, for those of you that know what it is, your Google Maps, your Apple Maps. All those apps are on here. Pandora, Audible, you can see them and have them reflect the information from your phone, which makes it for a seamless transition from walking outside or being somewhere to your vehicle. Especially if you put directions in, you don't have to like send them or input them separately like you used to. It's all on board. Controls, you do have the climate controls on the screen, as well as analog version for those of you guys that don't like to do the touchscreen options, right? Climate's right here. You can have it with buttons here and change the settings. However, you can also do it analog here. And you do have dual temperature control, which means each side can have their own. If you want to sync it because you're by yourself, you just press the sync button and then whatever you do will be reflected on both. But as long as this one is being used, the driver's side, passenger side will automatically turn off sync because that's the other person using it. You do have your heated seats and heated steering wheel, which is nice, especially if you remove the roof in the middle of December and you decide that I made a mistake. I wouldn't recommend it. You can remove the roof in three separate pieces actually. One here, and one in the back. This piece is very easy. All you gotta do is undo these and then pull this off and you can just push the roof off. It's a small piece, it's easy, it's light. You just throw it in the back into the case I showed earlier. The second piece is a little bit harder and requires a little bit more work. You'll also notice that you have nice LED lit up now with the nice white light mirrors for both driver and I think passenger as well. Yep, so you and your friends can get ready and make sure they have nothing stuck in between their teeth before going somewhere, especially to celebrate on the island. You have the mirror that does have the night blocker by Flip. And what's cool about the Wranglers that a lot of people don't know is that these are designed to take to be able to handle different levels of weather. So if you get it wet, there's a drain plug in the back. None of it will get bad. It can handle it. Now, you can't drown it, but if you get caught in the rain, don't panic. The internals of your car will not be damaged. Right. The other thing about it is because it's a Jeep and it's made for different climates, whether it's cold or hot, the air conditioning and heating is super powerful. You can turn from hot to cold in about 15 seconds, and it's just going to be blasting. I wish I could show you that, but unfortunately we don't live in the world where virtual reality through a video can show you the temperatures. But if you blast either side in different temperatures, you can have different temperatures, and it's super quick in turning that. You also have another power plug right here. Everything's easily accessible and within reach because that's how it's designed to be. It's more rugged. It's more like military almost style in these vehicles, which is what a lot of people like about them. The shifter is right here. You do have the manual mode, which is like a slapstick when you push up or down. I'm going to show you that. When you push it to the side from drive, you can do a minus to go down in gear or up to go up in gear. And on here, it will reflect which gear you have. Say M1, M2, M3, whichever one you're in. You also have your four-wheel drive knob here, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, neutral, and 4 low. 2 cup holders, and this is cool. I'm going to turn off the car for this because I've kind of went through most of the stuff. Actually, I don't have to. Key. Push to start. I forgot. I always forget on these things. Keys are cool and they look rugged too. You have your remote start, your panic button, as well as your lock and unlock, and you have a manual key in case you get something dies of battery, right? And you don't have that worry. Now, if you want to start it and you don't have battery, all you gotta do is gotta read the chip. So you'd have to put it next to here if the battery ever dies. But battery replacements on these are super easy. There's a little thing right here. You just lift up and replace the battery, and we will help you at a dealership if you come to us. If you go to a different place, you also can. But this spot right here in between 2 cup holders is actually made for this key. If you notice, it fits perfectly in there, and that's where you can store it. That way it doesn't flop around your vehicle as you're driving. Your handbrake analog right next to it, and you have 2 levels of storages. You have bottom and top. There's a USB plug in here as well. This is pretty deep. You can fit quite a bit of stuff in there, and you also have a shelf for other use. Now, because you can remove the doors and windows and roof, these are lockable. This one's lockable, and that one's lockable as well with the key. That way you can keep your stuff secured when you're leaving. Of course, you don't want to leave anything in the cup holder then, because that can be snapped up depending on which area you decide to party in. Guys, that's pretty much it on this Wrangler. I'm going to show you the sticker too so you guys can see what other features are on here. It's a 2021 Wrangler Unlimited Islander. As I mentioned, Unlimited simply stands for 4 doors. This one, standard 2.0 liter turbo engine. You can upgrade that to the classic 3.6 liter if you'd like. A lot of people like that engine. That's a style engine. But this one is a little more efficient with 21 city, 24 highway, and 22 miles combined fuel efficiency. The Islander package includes rock protection sills, power heated mirrors, power front mirrors, and all the other aspects I mentioned here, including the Islander hood decal. Technology group is what includes the little TFT screen I have right there. And cold weather group includes a heated front seats, remote start system, and heated steering wheel. You also have the white 3-piece hardtop, and that's separate because standard these come with cloths, soft top. But because we're in the Midwest where we operate, we don't sell too many soft tops because, well, it gets pretty freaking cold here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I hope this answered some of your questions. If you have any additional questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. Send us a direct message. Follow us, like the video, subscribe to our channel. And 2 more things. We have 2 awesome programs you can take advantage of: the upgrade program and the PhD program. The upgrade program allows you to upgrade your current vehicle to a newer one and stay within the same payments you have or less. Now, keep in mind, you have to have the same model for that upgrade program, but you can also upgrade to a newer one, to a higher level one, and we'll help you out to minimize those payments as much as we can. Now, with the PhD program is the Phelan Home Direct program. That's a program where you can buy a brand new car entirely online. It's much like you've seen in ads for the big conglomerates like Carvana, where we do everything online. We have somebody walk around the video with you of the car. They go over all the numbers and all the financing aspects beforehand. Once you agree upon and everything's done, they send paperwork over to you and send the vehicle over to your home or office, to your location, essentially. Because the cars are new, they have low mileage. Well, obviously they have pretty much no miles, usually right under 100 miles, because they have been moved around the parking lot. but they are brand new vehicles that you can buy entirely online without ever stepping foot into the dealership. It's a phenomenal program. Call the number below if you have any more questions about that. If you want us to make a video on any specific car, let me know in the comments. We'll try to do it. We have a lot of different vehicles. We have many, many more coming, including the Grand Wagoneer and the Grand Cherokee L that will be coming up soon. Stay tuned for more. See you guys next time.